Welcome everyone to another video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how to do the fighting charge move minigame more consistently. Fighting charge move minigame is by far the most difficult one. It's one even the very best battlers don't always hit excellent on. And for myself, I realistically only hit it 30 to 40% of the time. And very many times I miss it many times in a row. And there's a couple reasons for that. One, it's random. The pattern is not consistent, unlike Steel or Normal or Psychic or Fairy. All those ones you kind of like figure out the pattern and like, okay, I can almost do it blindfolded. But the fighting one is random and it covers a wide area. I think Poison is also random, but it covers like a pretty small area and you can just do circles around it. And historically, I've done circles for this. And credit to Greg underscore Martin 13 for showing me this technique. And man, I just tested this out tonight. I literally practiced for like 15 minutes and I was able to improve it way faster. So this is what I did before. And this is probably like pretty common to compare to what other people do, or you might already know this, right? So here I just do large circles, right? I just do circles. I'm hoping to hit all of them. And in that case, I was able to hit all of them, right? I'm like, okay, they all stayed within the circle that I normally hit it on, but then you end up like instances like this, where I'm still doing these large circles, but you see I'm not hitting excellent on it. And that's a very common occurrence for me. I don't know about everyone else, but that's something that happens to me pretty often. So again, I'm doing these large circles, not really just like hoping and praying, and in that case, I actually got it again. But you can see that it's not consistent. And this next one, and this is me 100% trying to hit every bubble. And if you watch my historical videos, you'll see that I oftentimes, like probably around 50%, less than 50% of the time, only hit greats. And so again, I'm just doing the same thing. Just sometimes it's like out of the way, and I hit excellent. And so there, I was like, okay, I hit it 60% of the time, 3 out of 5. That's pretty good. But here's a different technique. Here's why I think it's a superior technique than just doing large circles. So what I'm going to do, again, hit it. I'm going to just follow the pattern. As the bubbles appear, I'm just going to move my finger to the bubble. I'm able to hit it excellent there. I'm not saying I hit it every single time, but in practice, while I was like making this video, I was hitting it probably 80% of the time, which is something that I would have never been able to do beforehand. I'm not saying I still need to practice it, but this seems like a really good technique. And so here it again in slow motion. As you can see, I'm not going crazy on the bubbles. I'm just literally following them as they appear. And sometimes I don't even hit them in the same order that they appear. And that allows me to hit excellent. And if we take a look at one more time, you'll see, again, this is a different one. I'm just going circles trying to find the first one, and once I find the first one, all I'm doing is just keeping a track of like when they appear and making sure that I tap every single one of them. And that's it. Literally, don't do circles, and you'll be way more successful. So the instruction is first find the first dot and then follow the dots. And that's it. Stay calm and focus, and you're gonna see your excellent rate on fighting move animation go up astronomically. I wouldn't be surprised that we're going to see people in tournaments that are very well practiced hitting the fighting move animation 100% of the time. And that's not something that I would see even the very best battlers do. There's obviously a con to this. One, it's going to be way more obvious that you're going to be doing the fighting move animation, so it might be harder to debate. I know most of the time it's like a pretty good honor system and that people don't look and peek, but you know, even like subconsciously they might see that you're like paying attention to your screen more than you would an Ice Punch or a Psychic or whatever, right? And it's just, so that's certainly going to be a con and something that, you know, elite battlers might want to take into consideration. But again, if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you, Greg Martin 13 for giving me this video and offering me advice. And for me, I'm always trying to learn how to get better and spread that knowledge to everyone else. So again, if you guys like this video, let me know down in the comment section below if this technique is working for you or if this is something you're already doing. I know a lot of you probably have already already started doing this and saying this is old news, King, but I know a lot of elite battlers that struggle with the fighting move animation. So I'm going to leave it there. Again, thank you again, Greg, and hopefully best of luck in all your Sinister Cup tournaments and battles.